Titanfall 2, Frontier Defense Tips for Ronin. Anyway, Ronin, at first when I looked at it, at what I could use him for in Frontier Defense, I didn't really see much. But now, since, well, I've had some playtime with him and whatnot, now I see his actual purpose in here. It's mostly pick out all of the other Titans and pick a battle with every single one of them. Well, except for the Scorch Titans, because I noticed since, well, Ronin's in melee range and Scorch's shield can absolutely melt Ronin, even though it's still AI, it still melts you for some reason, especially in the harder difficulties. Anyway, when it comes to Ronin, I had a look at some of the Aegis upgrades, and I think even in the footage, I've leveled up to Aegis rank 11 and got the good old shield block upgrade, and I'd say it's pretty good. And one thing I've noticed, if you rank Ronin all the way up to level Aegis rank 20, Blade Master is the perk that you get at the very end. Sword Core attacks generate shields for you, and Sword Core's duration is doubled. That's amazing, because when you put that with Highlander, you basically get infinite super, or core, for that whole entire round. It just makes sure that it's on the higher rounds, so you can have like all those mortar titans to pick off of, probably even a few scorches here and there, and definitely some nuke titans, because those things, if those things get to the harvester, you're dead meat. Anyway, when I usually run with Ronin is obviously Highlander, Overcore, and the Dome Shield. I'd say Warpfall is just as good. The only thing is I'm just used to the Dome Shield because of multiplayer. Then Highlander is kind of obvious with all the other perks. When I do get all the other perks, it's going to be an absolute massacre of all the other Titans. And then you have Overcore. Basically, it lets me get that sword core a little bit faster, so I can have it when I really need it, and have it in my back pocket when things go south. And also when I'm trying to chase down a few of those drones, or trying to take down those good old mortar titans all the way hiding in the back of the map. Other than that, a few others that you can probably choose: nuclear ejection, obviously, and turbo engine. Well, I'd say it's also pretty good to get to those good old mortar titans hiding in the back of the map, doing absolute tons of damage to your good old harvester from miles away. And when it comes to a team comp with Ronin, he's the offensive. He's out there thinning the herd, so your Scorches and even your Legions back at the harvester won't have too much of a problem. So your job is taking out most of the good old Reapers and a lot of Titans. And if you can probably definitely take down the drones, especially the plasma drones. Like the cloak drones, you can just accidentally deal with them, and also your Scorches and Legions can take care of them easily. And one thing when it comes to Ronin that you won't really be used to in multiplayer, you gotta swing that sword a lot. In multiplayer, you usually use your shotgun, your phase dash, and phase and smoke combo, and just go all over with that. Since in multiplayer, the sword just does the same amount of damage as your good old fist. But in Frontier Defense, you have that good old Aegis upgrade, which ramps up the damage on his said sword, and, well, I'd say it makes up for quite a lot of good old damage potential that you can have for just spamming the melee after you ran out of ammo. Just make sure to hopefully reload in time and shoot the guy while he's in doom state instead of getting the execution, because that takes a little bit too much time. You gotta be quick, think fast, and get out of the situation and go into battle whenever you want. It's a roamer. You have to pick out the high priority targets, being mortar titans, nuke titans, legions, ions, and other Ronins. When you do go ahead and take those out, you're thinning the herd, and you are helping your team quite a lot, because those very high health enemies getting to the Harvester are kind of hard to shake off. And like I said, with the Nuke Titan at the Harvester is not a good idea to have. And other than that, no, Ronin is pretty good to have even in the higher levels and lower levels. You just gotta know what you're doing. Ronin can play a little bit defensively, but that I'd say it's only if you have a random player, just like going with Legion, roaming around. Like it's okay, like if like it's the last few enemies and you need to focus fire. Yeah, it's good. But if there's like the beginning of the round and your Legion is all the way on the other side of the map, it's not gonna be good. So Ronin is gonna have to substitute for some time until Legion runs back and decides to actually help. So yeah, when it comes to Ronin, it's all about mobility. You gotta spin around and try not to take too much damage out there, pilot. And yeah, and also another thing, the good old sword block is gonna be pretty crucial in there too, because the more damage you absorb, the more core meter you're gonna build when your ultimate or core ability is down. Well, anyway, smack that like button, hit the sub, drop the comment now.